Okay, good morning, student. Today we are talking about unit second income from house property. The objective of this session is to understand the deductions available under income tax. The outcome of this session would be students will be familiar with income from house property. So, as far as the deduction under section 24 is concerned, the following deductions are permissible. And first on the list of deduction under section 24 is exhaustive because many items are included for deduction under this section. No deduction can be claimed in respect of expenditure which are not specified under section. For example, no deduction is allowed for repairs, for collection charges, insurance, ground rent, land revenue, right? So for these purposes, deductions are not allowed under section 24 under the income from house property. So standard deduction under section 24A, interest on loan, section 24B. So now we are going to study about the standard deduction under section 24 subsection A. 30% of the net annual value of the house property is allowed as a standard deduction in respect of all expenditure other than the interest on borrowed capital, irrespective of the actual expenditure incurred. So, under section 24, subsection a standard deduction at 30% is allowed on the gross annual value of the house property. Here, where NAV is negative or zero, national annual value, sorry, net annual value is negative or zero. Standard deduction under section 24A is not available, right? Next deduction under section 24 from the house property is under section 24 subsection B. Interest payable on account of borrowed for the purpose of purchase, construction, reconstruction, renovation, etc. Repairing, extension, renewal, or reconstruction of house property can be claimed as a deduction on accrual basis. So here, if any person borrows a loan from the banks or any financial institutions for the construction, renovation, purchase or repair or extension or renewal or reconstruction of the house property can be claimed as deduction under section 24B on accrual basis. Again, interest for pre-construction period can be claimed as deduction in the case of house property. Here, pre-construction period means the period between the borrowing of loan from the bank and the day on which the completion of construction takes place. Pre-construction period means the period starting from the day of commencement of construction or the day of borrowing, whichever is later, and ending on March 31st, immediately prior to the year of completion of construction. So if I borrow loan in the month of September and completed the house in the next April, right? Then that time is known as pre-construction period. How to treat in income tax interest for pre-construction period to the extent it is not allowed as deduction under any other provisions of the act will be accumulated and claimed as a deduction over a period of continuous years or subsequent years in equaling installments commencing from the year of completion of construction. So if a house is constructed completed in the year 2017-18, then from that year onwards, he can claim for deduction in continuous 5 years in equal installments. Normally in the problem, the borrowed amount will be given and the interest rate will be given, right? That has to be calculated first, and after that it has to be divided into five installments, and in the next or including this year, in the coming 4 years, you can get a deduction for such a interest amount along with the current year's interest. So current year's interest on housing loan plus the interest for the pre-construction period can be claimed as a deduction from the annual value of the house property. Interest for post-construction period. Pre-construction period means the period starting from the beginning of the year in which the construction is completed and continues until the loan is repaid. Treatment. It can be fully claimed as deduction in respective of years. Right? Here we have to understand those houses which are built before 2017. 2 lakhs can be claimed as deduction. Other points. Interest on borrowed capital is allowed on accrual basis even if the books of accounts are kept on cash basis. Interest paid on fresh loan which is taken to repay the original loan being taken for above mentioned purpose shall be allowed as deduction. Interest on new loan taken for paying outstanding interest on old loan is not deductible. Amount paid as a brokerage or commission for arrangement of the loan is not deductible. Interest on loan taken for payment of municipal taxes is not deductible. So, from the point of view of taxation, no other deduction shall be allowed from such income, means income from house property, except the standard deduction at 30%. Right? Receipt, even legal expenditure shall not be allowed as a deduction. Next, the income is taxable on cash basis. Such a receipt shall be chargeable as income from house property, although the SSE is not the owner of such property in the year of receipt. Okay, with this, we are concluding this session. Thank you.